What is up, everybody? What's up, my people? Let me turn this up because I want some music. It was a little quiet. So I'm going to turn it up a little bit. If you want to join the music, feel free to click the link. If you click the link, you get a little background. It's a little bit better than our Facebook Lives to go in and click. The reason is it's I don't know, it's more of the feel that you get. So instead of just listening to my voice, and I'll bring this up just in case it's a little quiet. Instead of just listening to my voice, I know it's soothing, I know. But instead of that, you get a little bit of the music behind it, okay? But today, what we're going to be walking through, the platform, of course. We'll be walking through passive income opportunities that we're adding in. There's many of them. We'll also be walking through our increase in pricing. Now, holy crap, we're increasing pricing. Why? Well, I'll cover that. So this way you can see it, but it is to the benefit of the consumer. So again, like how things work in life, you need to have cash flow, and we're increasing the ability to have certain aspects of cash flow. And what this does mean is also increasing the way in which we pay out passive revenue or commissions. Okay, so we'll be going over a little bit of the affiliate system, of course, the platform, as always, because the platform is kind of cool. It really is. It's just kind of cool. And we'll go through that. So we'll be adding a new tab here soon. And that new tab is going to cover a lot of things. So that being said, should we dive in? You guys ready? I think so. Yeah? Well, let's do it. So diving into the platform. So we're in the platform. Now, again, for those who don't know what GFunnel actually is, because I get questions all the time like, what the freak is GFunnel? Cam, like, you're go high level, or you're this, you're that. Not even slightly close. I'm going to give you an idea, okay? And I'm going to plant this idea as a seed so that way it can sprout. We'll call it a sprout, okay? Now, why am I going to plant the seed, right? It's because if you don't know what GFunnel actually is, that's okay. I get it. It's a complex system. But I'm going to plant the seed. You ready? So imagine this. Imagine you're a carpenter. Okay, very easy imagination. You're a carpenter. You're getting ready to go work on a project. Let's just say the project that you're getting ready to work on is a house. Let's just say. So now you're getting ready to go work on a house, and let's just say when you get there, you're on the field, you're ready to go. And then you say, okay, what do I need first? What's my first step? What's my second step? Well, the first thing that you're most likely going to do is you're going to look at a blueprint. A blueprint of the house that you're going to build. That's the first thing that you're going to do. The next thing is you have to have a tool belt, right? Because if you go, if you're knocking on wood, like with your hand, you're not really doing nothing. Are you going to really go knock on a nail with your hand? No, it's going to hurt, right? You need a proper tool. The proper tool to knock, right? The proper tool to do. So there's a few parts so far. The first part is the blueprint. You have to know what you're going to build, the house, right? The second thing is the tools. You have to have the tools to be able to do it. The next thing is the foundation. You have to get your foundation correctly. And this is exactly where GFunnel comes in. Now I'm going to give you another analogy so you understand. So first there's the carpenter. To be a carpenter, this is any project. You're building a wooden chair, same thing, right? You're building a cabinet, same thing. I don't know if you've ever tried to build something before. Let's say you tried to build something that was not digital, it was physical, let's just say, okay? You start building this thing and then all of a sudden you get all excited, you build this thing and it's so great, it's so amazing, and then it falls apart. I don't know if you've ever done that. I have, okay? You build this cool thing, it's the coolest thing. I think I built a clock tower. Again, we're talking about high school. Clock tower with the CD, with the little, it's a clock with the CD. Anyways, it sucked. I didn't finish it. Let's just get it there. I sucked and I finished it. Couldn't do it. I mean, I could. I had to repeat it several times for it to actually work. That's what I did. Well, the business is kind of the same thing. Okay, now imagine I was trying to build that without the right tools, without the right foundation, right? Without the right knowledge. What would I build? Gosh, I'd probably just build instead of like a rectangle type clock, I'd probably build this big old square thing that wouldn't even be misangled and crap, right? So the blueprint is one of the most important things within a business. Why? A blueprint can help you determine what you're going to build for the future, okay? So you have three main pieces within a business that are the most important things. Number one is the blueprint. Without the blueprint, you failed. Period. If you're like, no, I didn't try it. Why don't you have a successful business? It's because you don't have a blueprint. So the first thing is you get a blueprint. Number one, first thing. Number two, you get the tools, right? Because technically, you can build without the number three. Technically, you can. Over time, it'll fall. And what that third thing is the foundation. So let's just say you start building without a foundation. Can you build a home? Yes. Can you build a clock tower? Yes. Can you build the things that you're wanting to build? Yes, absolutely you can. But without the right foundation, it ends up collapsing over time. So those are the three main things that you need in business to build a company, to build a business. Okay, and some of you are like, I don't even want to go through the stress. I just want to be an affiliate. I'll let somebody else build something for me, and I'll just do whatever it is. And the last part of this video is exactly for you. That's why we have the affiliate system. So for those who cannot create, you can influence, you can recruit, you can do those type of things, and that's why we have them for you. Okay, so that makes sense. GFunnel. What is GFunnel? So let's kind of give you a little visual now. So again, number one, we come in every single account. So let's just say you decided to jump into your account. Let's say you decided to upgrade, right? Oh, this is a bad view because I'm an administrator. Let me switch it really quick. Let me switch it to somebody. Okay, I'll just switch it to Greg. Hi, Greg. What's up? Welcome. Greg, I'm going to pretend to be you for just a second. Hopefully you don't mind. Gregory, sorry. Gregory, I'm going to pretend to be you for just a second. So if you're on the live and you're like, what happened? Gregory, I'm doing a live on your profile. I won't do too many things, but I'll just show you the common person what's going on. So let's just pretend I'm Gregory. And let's just say Gregory decides to come in and upgrade their account, okay? Now there are some upgrades here, right? There are some here. But I want to step back just a little bit. There's a membership page. Let me pop up the membership page because I think it's here. I'll just jump into his settings. Settings, and then we'll go into manage membership. Okay. There we go. So I want to show you this really quick. Okay. So one of the big things that we do for people is a blueprint session, either before they pay or after they pay. But the goal is, the very first goal is to give anybody and everybody who is desirable of subscribing their account, of growing, we want to give somebody a blueprint session. Now, again, why and what the freak is that? So first, the why. It is the thing that helps you understand what you're going to build for the future. It is extremely valuable. I mean, $500 doesn't quite get it. It is extremely valuable. How does it look? So let me jump back home really quick. How does a blueprint session look? So let me pop in really quick. This is, in a sense, a blueprint session, but this is like a generic one. A blueprint session is going through, right? Let me just jump in and edit it. It's going through and visually constructing the entire business. That is a blueprint session. Visually constructing an entire business. So if I came in here, right, I could jump into, let's just jump into any of these guys. So this is, in a sense, a company. So I'll just disregard that. This is, in a sense, a company that we built, okay? But it's going through and it's constructing every aspect of the business. Now, there are tons of them that we've done, but that's just an idea, right? So let me jump back. So the key is to construct a business. to construct the processes. These colors look bad. I don't like these colors. Let's switch them. Boom. Let's maybe go like that. Yeah, sure. Why not? That still looks too bright. I like light mode for this guy. That's okay. But it's to come in and construct a entire process of the entire business, of every aspect and every function. So this way we know what we're building. So we want to build a blueprint of the entire process. Of if there's multiple departments, there's multiple departments. If there's multiple ways in which the thing functions, there's multiple ways in which the things function, right? We want to build that blueprint. That's number one, okay? The next thing, going back into GFunnel, are the tools. These right here are good tools, right? These are good tools. But when somebody comes in and let's say they upgrade their tool set, so let's just upgrade the tool set. Let's pretend that Gregory came in, he subscribed, and he upgraded. He's going to get a tool set like this, okay? So now you have a platform still, right, with your tool set here. Now, is this everything that GFunnel does? The answer is no, it's not, okay? GFunnel does a lot more stuff. For instance, we have it interconnected into massive communities. So people can come in here, they can expand their communities with multiple other people, okay? They can come in here, they can use their tool sets, so they can come in and say, oh, I want to write out notes, and they can write out notes. I want to do events. They can do events. I want to learn, educate myself. We have thousands of courses. I want to manage my organizations. They can manage their organizations. I want to have my groups, my private spaces. I want to have leads. I want to have my go-karts. I want to have my blogs. I want to be able to manage my entire business and every aspect and function of my business in one single place. That is your tool set. Okay, so again, you're the carpenter. Number one is the blueprint. Build out the blueprint so we actually know what the frig we're building. Number two, right, is to have the tool set. It's your tool belt. Have the tool set so you know what and how to do. So if you need to run, let's say, Facebook advertising, you can click on your ads platform. And then inside of your ads platform, you can run the needed paid advertisement. Does that make sense? Okay, hopefully so. Let's say you needed to, gosh, I need to quickly design something on, let's just say, Lovable. Right? Lovable is a design app and you need to do it. So you could ask it what to do and it's going to build out the functionality for you. Right? Like, oh, I want to construct a pricing model and I want to construct XYZ. You can, of course, construct leveraging AI. I mean, this is, can you help me design the best pricing page? And it designed this. Okay, it's pretty good, right? Or let's say I need to do integrations. We have an API hub called N8N, right? I need to build back-end software, like my own application and my own software. I want to build everything my own. Again, we provide all of the tools for a creator to create, not just a content creator. I'm a content creator and this is what I do. No. We provide any and all of the tools for somebody, let's say like yourself, to create whatever you want. Let me do a hard link to this one. Bind AI. I'll just show you this one. Okay, like this one. This one, you literally come in here, you write in a prompt like, I want to build out Spotify, recreate Spotify. I want to recreate Instagram. I want to recreate Airbnb. I want to recreate software. It'll come in and it'll develop any and all of the software for you. So again, a creator's toolkit, not just I'm a content creator, but a true creator. You want to create a website, you're going to create one within Lead Connector. You want to create AI, you're going to create one within Flows. You want to manage your projects, you're going to manage them within projects. You want to simulate the ideas to ensure that they're accurate and profitable. You can simulate your ideas to make sure they're profitable. Okay, so it's any and all tools that you would use as a business to create. Okay, so think of it as your toolkit. Now let's talk about the foundation. Okay, so the foundation comes down to the education side. It's how do you build stuff? How do you make sure you have a system that scales you? And one of the main things about a foundation is, I say this is just my opinion. I look at it as two aspects of foundation. You have a liability foundation and you have an asset foundation. So what's the difference? Liability foundation and an asset foundation. There's two of them, two foundations that you can go on. So I'll give you a comparative. Let's say you're a restaurant. Let's say you're a pizza. We'll get a little bit more in depth and detail. You're a pizza place, okay? You have great pizza. Your pizza's amazing. The business model based on your numbers and everything else is fantastic. Your staffing is fantastic. Your customer reviews are fantastic. However, you're renting the building that your business is within. Meaning, you do not own that property, even though your business is functioning. You're leasing that area. You are in a liability foundation. At any time, that landlord can increase pricing for your rent. At any time, that landlord can restrict access. At any time, that landlord could do X, Y, Z. And when they do X, Y, Z, guess what happens? Your business suffers. Okay, this is with some softwares. This is with almost anything and everything that you do. That is a liability foundation. Okay, now what is an asset foundation? So like McDonald's has an asset foundation. An asset foundation is some type of a foundation that improves what you do. Either improves your money, improves all of those things. Okay, now why am I comparing those two? So a liability foundation takes from you. It pulls from you and it takes from you. An asset gives to you. So you have that. It's like you're going to choose a foundation. Which one are you going to choose? The idea is to organize your business around an asset foundation. So what does that mean and how does that work with your business? This is the asset foundation. So we have GFunnel, okay? We have all of the tools and resources and you can build your entire business, every aspect of your revenue and everything inside of GFunnel. So now you have a foundation, GFunnel. Okay, GFunnel is now your foundation. It's your foundation of success. It's your foundation of business. It's your foundation. Now we're going to say, well, is it a liability foundation or is it an asset foundation? Well, the key is to have it one of both. So that way there's a choice to be made, right? Because you don't want to control people. You want to give them a choice and say, do you want a liability or would you rather have an asset? Most people say, I would rather have an asset. I want it to help me. So that being said, I'm going to show you the asset foundation and how the asset foundation works. And what we're going to do is we're going to jump in our affiliate home and in a sense what we're building on the affiliate side. Okay, so the affiliate side, we're going to have, again, webinars that we can teach people. We're going to have, these will be changed, right? So again, this is, most people cannot see this. So this stuff will be changed. Like this stuff right here would be changed. But in a sense, you have now a place to come, and this place, right, generates you revenue, generates you either direct commissions or reoccurring commissions. Does that make sense? Hopefully, okay? And the key is to get you into a net positive. So any software solution is going to cost you money. Anyone that you ever have, even the ones that you build, are going to cost you money, right? It's like pick your poison. Well, if you could pick your medicine, not so much of a poison, medicine, right? Yeah, you understand that there's a cost, but let's just say theoretically that cost can compound. Not only compound, but that cost comes back to you. It comes back to you as a compound effect. It comes back to you as an asset. What I mean by an asset, it comes back to the point where it is paying you to have the solution. Does that make sense? It's paying you a passive profit to have a solution. Imagine a system like that, where you can have your foundation of your business sit on top of that solution, and then as it sits on top of that solution, guess what? You are paid to keep it. Okay, now ask yourself, the foundation is there. Would you rather have a liability foundation or an asset foundation? Of course, you'd rather have an asset foundation. This is why we added this here. So I want to show you what it is. So we have reoccurring and direct. Let me pop that up really quick. So we have reoccurring commissions This is reoccurring every single month commissions. And then we have direct commissions. These are like any type of bonuses that come through. This is like any, if we have a source from either ourselves or a vendor, and let's say you resell it, and you get a direct one-time base commission. So we organized it in two separate spots so you can see this is my asset and this is my reward. So we have it based on asset and we have it based on reward. That's how we have it structured. We did it separate, and the reason that we did it separate is so it's not confusing to people. They can click and they can say, oh my gosh, here's my reoccurring commission. Then when they do, let's say you click on that, you're gonna have this pop up, okay? Where now you're gonna have a system that tracks all of your links. Now, what are these links? I'll dive a little bit deeper. So you notice here's a link, right? But I'm gonna dive a little bit deeper. Let me jump into the social network really quick, okay? This is the social network. This is where people come in and engage. So for instance, if you want to jump into a meeting, right? You can jump into a meeting. There's different sessions within here. You can come in and you can engage with people because there's a whole community. You can come in and share in pictures. You can come in and talk with people. You can come in and share whatever you desire to share, whether it's an article, blogs. I mean, you can do events, you can do spaces, you can share certain terms. You can engage with people. So the idea is to eliminate the focus, the normal focus that people have, to eliminate it. What I mean by focus is kind of the lack of focus. They're on Facebook and they're just screaming, going like there's the dopamine addiction just seeping them in. Can it happen here? Sure, but the distraction is less. And we don't want you to go cold turkey and say, oh, never again social media. We don't want that. We want to say, sure, it's there. Here's your fix. It's a drug, let's just say. Here's your fix. However, let's get your focus back. This is why even our whole platform isn't social media focused. It is, right? It has the social media feature within here. But if you go to Facebook, if you go to LinkedIn, if you go to any of those social media platforms, the very first thing that you see is all of these posts. It's all that dopamine that's hitting you, that's the drug. The goal here is to drive the focus into creation. This is why the homepage is your toolkit, okay? But let's go to the share for just a second. So let's just say I'm in here. Let's just say you're like, oh, I love this. Let's say you press the share button, okay? I'm gonna share on Facebook. Well, when you share, what's gonna end up happening is your affiliate link is going to automatically be connected to this. So look, I come right here. Your affiliate link is automatically connected to this, and now you can share it to Facebook, to Instagram, to any of those other sources. And you can say, hey, you should join this event. This event is enlightful. This event is the best thing in the world. This event is X, Y, and Z. It's the best thing ever. You can share that. And somebody comes in here, and let's just say they click on here. So the first thing is they're cookied now to you for 365 days. They're cookied, they're your lead. As soon as they create an account, that information is then brought into the platform, into the dashboard. It's brought in, right? And then once it's brought in, guess what happens? That's right. You have the potential of gaining commission from those people. Because eventually, what are they going to do? They're going to start sharing. They're going to maybe want to create some passive income, which I'll go through the passive income in just a second, how it works. But the idea is to now share, right? To engage, to provide value into these different systems. But most importantly, to focus the individuals into a creation-centric platform. Again, if people want, this is the quick access for learning XYZ. If they want to jump deeper into their tools, they can jump deeper into their tools. If they want to upgrade their account, again, this is a bad view because I'm in the agency view of adjusting it. But they can come in, they can upgrade their account, they can see what other people are doing, because again, there's tons of other people in here. They can see what other people are doing. They can access services, so let's just say they want to hire VAs, they want to hire people for jobs. They can do that all within a platform. So they can literally run every aspect of their business, every aspect of their creation, everything here. And then we have our marketplace. I'm not going to get into that yet. But if you notice, there's a lot of assets to connect to somebody's business. A lot of streams of income that can happen There's a lot of opportunities that can connect them through one platform. This is why GFunnel, you're channeling success. You're funneling in all the success into you as the individual. That's why the name's there. That's why the system's there. That's why this whole thing's designed. So again, first we have the 3 pillars of business: blueprint, tools, foundation. Okay. Foundation gives you direction. Blueprint gives you direction. Tools allows you to create in that direction. So you're always able to create forward into this funnel-like effect, right? This opposite funnel. You can look at that, the funnel of creation, which is GFunnel. Okay. Funnel of creation, GFunnel. That's the first thing. You have all the tools, all the resources, and everything that you need here. Now let's talk about a little bit about the reoccurring payouts, okay? So let me pop it up really quick. So let's just say we have this. People come in, people register, people sign up. Let's just say, right? They come in. Let's just say this person ends up signing up to a software subscription. The individual on the first person can make upwards of 80% commission. And it's not just a one-time commission. We have incentives, of course, to keep the people there. Excuse me, to keep the people there. But the idea is, gosh, we know that you have software, and we know that that software is a liability until you're creating with it. We understand that. So our goal is, if we can just get you to that one person, and let's say we get you that 80% commission, your risk is 20%. Does that make sense? We mitigate the risk, decrease it down so you're not paying an outrageous amount. And our goal is to help you pay more. What I mean by that is to help you get paid more, right? And this is why, again, we will be increasing our pricing, not only because of the value in which we have, right, with all of the different software, because let's just say you get one software, it's Lead Connector. It's going to cost you $100 a month minimal. How do I know that? Because that's the MAP policy. It's $100 minimal. Let's say you get Play. It's about $100 minimal. Does make sense? Projects, $40 to $100 minimal. Most of the software in here is that approach. It's a lot more money. Okay, so there's a ton of value within the software in here, but what we wanted to do more than anything is get people paid more. Right? We want the ability to write out $40 million worth of affiliate commissions. We want that. I know that's like, well, why would you want that? That means we have a shiz ton of users using our platform and the company is scaling. We want that. Okay. So let's go into the commission structures just a little bit. Okay. So somebody comes in, boom. Okay. And all the payout systems are here. Meaning I can say, you know what I need to get paid out through. You can get paid out through PayPal. You can get paid out direct deposit into your bank account. You can get paid out through your crypto wallet if you want to keep it a little bit more secure, right? Through your crypto wallet. You can even get paid out through your Venmo. Okay, so first, avenues of being paid. This way you're not limited, right? Because some people are limited. Some people can't access PayPal. Let's say you're in Pakistan and for whatever reason you can't get PayPal. Now you can. Now you can still get paid out directly through your bank, through your crypto wallet, or through Venmo. So we wanted to expand that. Now, what do most carriers do? Well, I'll tell you, Lead Connector's payouts, right? Their affiliate module is PayPal or direct wire. That's it. So by adding this crypto and by adding this Venmo, you can technically be completely off the grid while still using our platform. Okay? That's one of the very first things, is how you get paid. The next thing is the multi-tier commission structures. So let's dive into that just a little bit. Again, we are adjusting a few things, but let's just dive into it, okay? So let me, again, you won't see this link yet because we're just updating the last few things, but it will be updated shortly. But this is, in a sense, how the platform will work. So imagine you have a platform that you can create whatever you want and serve whatever clients that you desire. First thing, so if you want to be an ads management person, you can do that within the platform. Let's just say you want to do like all of these other things, you can do that all within the platform. You have the tools to be able to do that. That's one stream that you can build as big of an empire as you desire without the control or anything of any. I mean, you can build whatever you want. Okay. The next thing is the affiliate sites, where you can come in and you can not only use this as a business card, because we grab the information, we'll bring that information just as I showed you right here, right? We're going to bring that information in so you can see, here's a test example. You can see the profile. You can click on the profile. You can see what actions they've taken. You have their contact information. Shortly, we'll have this also integrated into your own CRM so you can manage it and see what's going on too. Okay? So you have the affiliate side of things. And then let's just say you want to make a direct commission because you don't know how to create your own product yet. You can resell any of the courses, any of the workshops, any of the business models, any of the snapshots, any of the websites. You can sell those things and you can earn a direct commission. Okay, and that direct commission is also multi-tier. So what the frig, multi-tier? What do you mean? Let me dive a little bit deeper into what that even means, okay? So again, passively, let's just talk that. So there's a few avoidance points that we're trying to avoid. So number one, we didn't want to appear as a multi-level marketing company. That was number one. We don't want to do that, and we don't want to be associated with that. But we wanted to find a way to share enough revenue because we know that people create our platform. It's not us almighty on a throne. We're the same as everybody else. We just have, I mean, our specialty is creating. Maybe other people's are influencing. That's the same value exchange. Does that make sense? It's a similar value exchange. So we wanted to make sure things are similar. So let's go over the multi-tier. So in the multi-tier affiliate system, so first on the software side. So the software side, we have it where people can gain 50% reoccurring commission. Okay, but we wanted to make sure that people get their asset covered. So their very first sell, referral, whatever it is, they generate up to 80% commission on that account, reoccurring. 80% up to, okay? And what I mean by that is we have, of course, bonuses. So it's 60 to 70% reoccurring commission once that person hits a certain amount, because we don't want high churn rates based on you just finding random people and bringing them in. We want to mitigate that so you're getting quality people that sustain your business. Because again, we don't want this ripple effect. So we have certain milestones. When they hit a certain milestone, we pay you a performance bonus based on that. 20% performance bonus based on all of the revenue that's generated on that. And that's on top of your reoccurring 70+% commission. So now you're looking at the 80 to 90% commission based upon retaining customers. Because we want, of course, customers to be retained. We don't want it to be like this quick scheme where people are just, sign up, it's everything, and then they lie to people. We want to mitigate that. So we have these performance bonuses. Somebody brings in their first person, let's just say. We want to pay them at least 70% reoccurring on that, right? 70% reoccurring on that. Why? Because the risk is 30% now. The software cost is 30%. Can you recoup your 30%? Sure, get another person. But that's not it. As soon as that first person stays for 3 months, we know that the likelihood of them churning is less. We know that you got the right person, not just randomly quick person. You got the right person in to help sustain your foundation. That gives you a bonus. 20% retroactive bonus. Boom, grab it to you, boom. Right? The next mark, so that's the third milestone. The next mark is a 6-month milestone. Then a year milestone. You can start getting these bigger bonuses based upon people staying. The goal is to eliminate the churn, the quick, again, people income claims and all of this other BS to get people in. We want people to do legitimate business. That's why we have it there. But then we also have a second tier reoccurring commission, which is between 10 to 15%. So if you're building a team, again, you can have a team based off of building entrepreneurs, building groups, building something like school. Let's say you're connecting people, and you can gain reoccurring commissions off that while teaching them the tools and resources that are within GFunnel and scaling, because your goal is to scale them. technically you could focus your entire business on growing your teams, and you could create amazing commissions based on the affiliates, or you can pivot and you can serve other people. You can serve restaurants, you can serve nail salons, you can serve hair salons, you can serve other people, and you could charge whatever the heck you wanted, and you can even fulfill them yourselves, or you could have us fulfill them and we pay you a direct commission based off of those as well. The goal is to give you the opportunity to grow with a proper foundation. So everything has been meticulously organized and calculated to ensure the utmost success for our members as well as the foundation. So this way we can scale all together as one and create a bigger and better platform. That's how this thing works. And we want to hit, of course, those 3 pillars. Your blueprint. We want to make sure that you have the right designs. We want to make sure you have the right structures. We want to make sure you have the right success. So you're not just coming in, uh-oh, there's a software. What do I do? There's so much stuff. I'm going to fail. No, we want to handhold. We want to serve you, truly serve you, and say, well, what do you need? Well, I don't know how to register my business. Well, let's walk you through registering your business, right? Well, I don't know how to build a funnel or a website. Well, let's go through leveraging either a template that's there or creating a custom solution for you and your business. Well, I don't know how to build out my marketing channels. Well, let's go through either templated versions or snapshots or a custom build out for your campaigns. Let's go through all of the needed steps to ensure that you succeed. Does that make sense? That's what this whole platform is for, is to handheld people to success and not limit them, not say, well, you're stuck there, can't go up anymore, but to empower them to grow. And then if they want to connect with their community, if they want to connect with their friends, if they want to connect with people that matter, they can do so and keep on growing revenue. And the big key about it is, technically, can they separate from today's slavery? And the answer is 100% yes. Once you can generate passive income in the excess of $5,000, in the excess of $10,000, in the excess of $25,000 or $50,000 a month, when you can do that, you can separate yourself. You can, you can be like me and be on a computer all freaking the whole time. You can do whatever the heck you desire. But you have to be able to create systems that separate yourself, and that's what GFunnel does. GFunnel literally helps you separate from those specific things to focus on yourself, your well-being, who you are, and then it channels your success to asset-generating activities following specific pillars for success. This way we can ensure, if you're going to do business, because you already are doing business whether you believe it or not. If you're working a 9 to 5, you're doing business. You are. You're doing business, but you're doing it as an employee. Okay? If you're driving Uber, you're still doing the same thing. You're doing business, but you're doing it as a 1099. If you're a contractor going door to door and selling, you're running your own business, whether you believe it or not. Anytime that you are generating any type of money, which you probably are, if you're watching this, you probably are, you are actually running a business. That business isn't necessarily your business. You don't necessarily get all the reward of that business, but imagine if you did. That's what GFunnel delivers to our members and delivers to our people. And guess what? You know what's really interesting about the platform? You can sign up for free. You can start earning commissions without a paid plan. You don't have to subscribe in some weird cult to start making money. You have value regardless where you're at. You can start for free, earn commissions, and say, you know what? I want to gain more software. And then you can start gaining the software that is needed. You can start doing those type of things, right? Those things are awesome. You can do those things, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to pause for a sec. You can start for free. You don't need to go and pay some guru $1 billion or $1,000 for a course or $5,000 for a course or $20,000 for a course to teach you how to run affiliate marketing, to teach you how to do these things. You don't need to do that. Now the question is, do you value free? And if the answer is no, I don't value free, then pay. Then subscribe to a paid plan so you value it. This comes into our increase of pricing. So why we're increasing pricing again, we have so much value within the platform that we are undervaluing it. And people are like, well, 97 is XYZ. So we're bringing it up to 127. Not a big increase, just a little subtle increase. The reason that we're bringing it into a little subtle increase is so people can start valuing it. That's number one. They can value it more, right? But number two is there is more revenue generated to pay out more commissions. Because imagine you're making 50 something bucks recurring a month. Let's just say. Now imagine you're making $100 a month recurring commission. Let's just say off of one deal. $100 recurring commission, it does look better. It does than 50 bucks. 50 bucks is like, nah, I'm not even gonna worry about it. It doesn't even cover my nails. But 100 bucks is like, okay, maybe there's some potential. And imagine if you can track it all from your phone, from your computer, anywhere that you go. Imagine you can do it from anywhere in the world just by having internet. No more bookmarks, no more chaos, everything organized in one system. Welcome to GFunnel. So that's what the live is mostly about. It's about preparing people, individuals, for what's about to come. Currently, there's nothing like this on the market. People are so surface level that they're not going into the depths that we've gone. They just haven't. I mean, look at it. Even a big company like ClickFunnels, they haven't went to these depths. That's ClickFunnels. Look at Go High Level. They haven't went to these depths. That's Go High Level. There's no companies that are going to the depths in which we are going. That's how much we like you. That's how much we're here to serve you. Not only that, we want to increase the support aspects. We want to increase the mentorship aspects. All of those free workshops and free education pieces to get you the knowledge and everything that you need to grow. It allows us to do that. That's why the increase. So that being said, my name is Cameron Garlick. This is my creation. What's yours?